I am the Saudi Arabia of unhappiness. I have so many reserves of misery that you wouldn't understand.
I would fear, probably.
Yeah. I actually think that's part of the way why I think I connect a little bit with Canadians. I think they understand grinding misery. The upbeat kind of with a nose.
Yeah. You're so nice here, though.
Yeah. I know. Everybody's really nice. It's like Scotland. Scotland has a massive influence here. I can feel it. Everyone's really nice.
Yeah.
The Canadians know what I'm talking about.
I love your habit, speaking of sort of being surrounded by a little bit of misery, of going to graveyards when you go on these trips.
I like graveyards.
And the best part is you take the hottest women to the graveyards.
Yeah, because they might get scared.
They usually do.
Yeah, no, I think graveyards are. I like them because they bring on a certain reflection. You're kind of forced into thinking a little bit differently. Mm-hmm. So that helps. And plus, the way you shoot in a graveyard, everybody has to stay out of the way, and so you don't get publicists and producers and people who are all very necessary. But when it starts to work, I don't want it to be too close.
Yeah.
So graveyards keep everybody away.
And that way you have some just kind of freewheeling conversations.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, if you go to a town, like we did it in Glasgow, we did it in New Orleans, if you go to towns like that that have, a dark history or just history, then graveyards are interesting.
Yeah.
That's who lived there.
Yeah. No, and then you took Mila Kunis to the graveyard in
Take Mila Kunis anywhere you want.
She's one of your favorites. So talk about that. These conversations that you have with someone like that, where it's obviously not scripted. There's no preparation. You kind of just go on a walk, and that's something we just don't see much on TV. It's.
Well, you can. All you have to do is put it on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
What's hard is, I think, if you overthink it. It's not rocket science. It's people talking, and sometimes it'll work, and sometimes it won't, because the chemistry of the people involved. It's not necessary for it to work all the time. I think maybe, if I refer back to what you said earlier, what did Dave do? I think that maybe that's what, that situation provided for me. I didn't feel like I had to throw a knockout punch every time I threw one. I didn't have to. Not every show, not every conversation had to be great. So you could just talk. You could actually just find out if you liked someone or you didn't. And there's been plenty of people on the show I thought, what an awful person. But there's been an equal or maybe a greater amount of people that I've thought, wow, I would not have thought that.
Yeah.
My preconceptions are completely wrong. And I have to say, a lot of the time it's to do with beautiful women. So that's my problem. But, women who have been perceived in the media one way and then are different to that. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating, because I don't think of myself as a stupid person. And I think about myself. But but I fall for a lot of rubbish.
Well, there's talking about YouTube again. If you go on YouTube, someone has now collected 16 different volumes of just clips of you with great women guests.
Gotta fill your day, I suppose.
I watched all 16.
Yeah.
That was one night where I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
It was great, though. It was good. So another thing that's sort of a hallmark of you as a host, and you're looking at me like,
I just think the idea of watching another man talk to beautiful women for hours at a time seems like an odd way to pass a sleepless night. Seriously, man. I love all the people. I'm good.
We all have our different ways.
Yeah.